Like race, racism is not an easy idea to pin down. There is much debate about what constitutes racism, and it is a complex and often controversial topic. Dictionary definitions of racism refer to beliefs of superiority, domination, offensive and aggressive behaviour, and policies or systems of government and society based upon these beliefs and behaviours. Racism can be the expression of racist attitudes or behaviours by individuals. It can also be the foundation of a system from which advantage is derived by one group over another or others. Racism can be a combination of prejudice and power where there is an ideology of inferiority that devalues the other and justifies unequal treatment. Racism can be expressed through images, actions and messages that affirm the assumed superiority of the dominant group in society and the assumed inferiority of other groups. Racism can be a social system that involves an ethno-racial hierarchy which produces disparities in life chances between groups. Racism can be the practice of discrimination based on race, religion or ethnicity, and prejudice supported by the power of institutional policies and practices to enforce that prejudice. Racism can occur even when there is no intention to discriminate. Martin Luther King said, "Morality cannot be legislated for, but behaviour can be regulated. Judicial decrees may not change hearts, but they can restrain the heartless." Laws can be made to control behaviour, but not the beliefs from which the behaviours stem. For this reason, the law does not attempt to define racism, but instead defines and sanctions racial discrimination. Some people believe that the public expression of racist attitudes is a legal and acceptable form of free speech. In Australia, the Racial Discrimination Act aims to provide a balance between freedom of speech and protection from racial vilification by providing both protection for people from race-based hostility and discrimination and exemptions for artistic works, scientific debate and fair comment on matters of public interest which are done reasonably and in good faith. While anti-racism legislation is designed to oppose and provide sanctions against racist behaviours rather than challenge attitudes and beliefs, as educators it is our role to educate our students about racism as well as address racist behaviours which may occur at school. Schools play a vital role in supporting students to develop informed opinions about contemporary Australian issues, as well as contributing to the development of a society that is free of racism. We have provided an overview of the definitions of race and racism. As you progress through the online course, these definitions will be explored further to include forms of racism and conceptual levels of racism.